How can you use your wrist and forearm for more spin? If you're looking to add more spin to your table tennis shots, particularly the forehand loop, you're probably wondering how to effectively use your wrist and forearm. Let's break it down step by step. First, it's important to understand the difference between using your wrist in table tennis and in other sports. Unlike golf, where forearm rotation is crucial for the swing, in table tennis, the wrist plays a more subtle but significant role. When it comes to the forehand loop, many players debate whether to use the wrist or keep it stiff. Here's what you need to know. Using your wrist can indeed add more spin, but it has to be done correctly. To add wrist to your forehand loop, you need to relax the muscles of your arm. This is key because tension in your wrist will prevent the natural swing and whip effect you're aiming for. Imagine your wrist swinging back and forth naturally with the movement of the shot. This relaxed motion allows your wrist to flop from side to side, which generates the extra spin you're looking for. Now here's how you can incorporate this into your technique. As you prepare to hit the forehand loop, make sure your wrist is not locked in place. Instead, let it move freely with the arm. The motion should be more like a handshake, with your wrist moving from side to side rather than bending down or pushing back. This subtle wrist movement will help you achieve that whip effect on the ball, adding more topspin to your shot. It's also important to note that the mechanics of the forehand and backhand shots are different. On the forehand side, you won't be bending your wrist down like you might on the backhand. Instead, keep it relatively neutral and let it swing naturally with the arm movement. To practice this, try shadow play or hit some balls while focusing on relaxing your wrist. You might feel a bit awkward at first, but once you get the hang of it, you'll notice a significant improvement in your forehand loop. Remember, the goal is to let your wrist move naturally, not to force it or overthink the motion. In summary, using your wrist to add more spin to your forehand loop in table tennis involves relaxing your arm muscles and allowing your wrist to swing freely with the shot. This subtle wrist movement can make a big difference in the spin and effectiveness of your shots. So next time you're on the table, give it a try and see how it improves your game.